First, pull your punches. If they persist, pull the plug. It's still trust, but verify. It's still play, but cut the cards. It's still watch closely, and don't be afraid to see what you see.
That 1984 has now arrived here in the Republic. In 2010 is collapsing into dust. He's got a very long beard, and his teeth are falling out right in front of us, and he is now becoming see-through and breaking into blocks of ash that are hitting the ground.
$27 and a dream.
Out with the old, in with the new. You know, what are dates? I mean, they are just markers we use, signposts in our life, but it is important just to illustrate how transitory life is and how special it is to be alive and to be conscious in God's great creation.
Proctor, who rose from a ghetto to build a multi-million-dollar advertising agency in Chicago. $27 and a dream.
It is a burned-out baby grand piano, marooned on a sandbar in Miami, the kind of site loaded with questions. How did it get there, and why?
For risk-takers with vision to create tomorrow's opportunities. The spirit of enterprise is sparked by the sunrise industries of high tech and by small business people with big ideas. People like Barbara Proctor, who rose from a ghetto to build a multi-million-dollar advertising agency in Chicago. Carlos Perez, a Cuban refugee who turned $27 and a dream into a successfully importing business in Coral Gables, Florida. People like these are heroes for the 80s. They helped 4 million Americans find jobs in 1983. More people are drawing paychecks tonight than ever before. And Congress helps, or progress helps everyone. Well, Congress does too.
Last month, I saw the promise of these schools at Forsyth Tech in North Carolina. Many of the students there used to work in the surrounding factories that have since left town. One mother of two, a woman named Kathy Proctor, had worked in the furniture industry since she was 18 years old. And she told me she's earning her degree in biotechnology now, at 55 years old. Not just because the furniture jobs are gone, but because she wants to inspire her children to pursue their dreams too.
$27 and a dream.
Now we know.
It's actually a hazard, that spot, if you're boating, because you could run aground there and it wouldn't really get in anyone's way. Because we didn't want to leave it somewhere that we need to pick it up later.
Just after the new year, 16-year-old Nicholas Harrington loaded the instrument, trashed earlier at a holiday party, onto the family's boat. It ended up in Biscayne Bay, on a high spot of a sandbar. The piano is an old movie prop. It sat for years in the garage of Harrington's grandmother. And it sat out there in the bay until someone took a picture that rocketed across the internet. This son of a television show production designer wanted to remain anonymous for the feat, but he did pass along pictures with his college application to a prestigious art school.
I like the surrealness of it all, it's out of your everyday life. If you're on your boat and you see a piano, it's that's why everyone likes it so much too.
As for the piano, authorities say they are not worried unless it hinders navigation. But soon it was on the move, going the way it came, on a boat. Lee Powell, The Associated Press.
Mozart.
Yes.
No.
Listen, you don't know where you are. Here, everything goes backwards. People walk backwards, and dance backwards, and sing backwards, and even talk backwards.
That's stupid.
Why? People fart backwards.
Oh, haha.
He was born the son of a hard-drinking, wisecracking shoe salesman. His father ran up the stairs, looked at him, and said that he looked like a fat little Dutchman. Young Dutch worked as a sports broadcaster. Found his way to Hollywood and became a B movie star. But Ronald Reagan never forgot who he was. An American, a Midwesterner, and a leader who would always put his country first.
Disinformation means lying. It means the deliberate spreading of lies and false rumors. According to documents the Washington Post brought to light today, just a few weeks ago, President Reagan authorized a worldwide campaign of disinformation.
But what few people noticed is that I never won anything you didn't win for me. They never saw my troops. They never saw Reagan's regiments, the American people. You won every battle with every call you made and letter you wrote demanding action. Well, action is still needed. If we're to finish the job, Reagan's regiments will have to become the Bush brigades. Soon he'll be the chief, and he'll need you every bit as much as I did. Finally, there is a great tradition of warnings in presidential farewells, and I've got one that's been on my mind for some time. But oddly enough, it starts with one of the things I'm proudest of in the past 8 years, the resurgence of national pride that I called the new patriotism.